Hey, what's up guys? John here. A lot of big things are happening right now. On one hand, Biden is trying to reduce the cost for first-time home buyers, and what he says is people of color to go buy real estate. He wants to reduce the price for them to go in there with reducing home insurance and all these different things. Right? He's saying this on one hand. On the other hand, this inflation report came out, which we're going to talk about. And then on the backdrop of all of this, the truth of what's actually happening. We all need to pay close attention because what I think is happening is we're in the greatest economic rug pull of all time. And if you're a first-time buyer right now and you look at those headlines that Biden and all these people putting out, talking about, oh, we need to make it more affordable, the market's going down. It's been on a 12-month downtrend, $2.3 trillion in home value lost so far in the last 12 months. What does this mean? Right? It means that if you're going to go out there and you're going to borrow money at 7.5% or 7% or 8% to buy a 30-year fixed rate at today's valuations, you're going to put yourself in a situation, unless you get an incredible deal, of maybe losing a lot of money, or maybe going into foreclosure, maybe wrecking your credit, maybe any of these situations. But this is what's going on. This is fascinating. Please hit the like button as well. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content to educate more people about what's going on. So, key Fed inflation measure rose 0.6% in January, more than expected. Now, we're told by the Fed that we need to keep increasing interest rates, and per this article, that's what it looks like it's going to happen. We're going to see interest rates continue to rise, and as rates rise, what's going to happen? The cost of service debt, automobile debt, credit card debt, personal loans, student loans, adjustable rate mortgages, everything that's adjustable is going to get more expensive, as well as all new future loans and small businesses that are taking out loans and that they're servicing adjustable rate loans, right? So everything is going to get harder. But they say that this is the solution. But the reality is, if the cost of energy is the same price or continues to increase, then it just means that everything else is going to go up. Food, produce, anything that gets delivered on a truck, fertilizers, everything is going to continue to rise. And so how can everything come down through inflation being reduced if the cost of energy is only going to remain elevated? For example, look at Governor Gavin Newsom. This is pure hypocrisy. But this is not just in California. This is happening basically everywhere. And so when they say that they're going to bring inflation down, you take this into consideration. So he says that Governor Gavin Newsom calls for federal investigation of high natural gas prices as California provides relief. This came out February 6th, about 3 weeks ago, right? This is what he's saying. He's basically taking the stance with the citizens, saying, you know what, we need to fight for low prices. We need to make everything fair and just. Everything's already too expensive. We can't let these oil companies rip us off and take advantage of us. They're making record profits. This is a sin. This is a shame. But on the other hand, Governor Gavin Newsom announces California will phase out gas-powered cars, drastically reduce demand for fossil fuels. This came out September 20th, 23rd, about 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. And so as this happens, he also says here that he is going to end, he's asking the legislator to end the issuance of new hydraulic fracking permits by 2024, so by next year. So they're already working on all of these different things for, to remove us from fossil fuels. And so if the entire country is moving into a direction to where fossil fuels are going to become more scarce, then the net result of that would likely be higher cost of output. Everything would get more expensive. And so we're told that they're going to combat inflation, but the reality is they're just throwing gas on the problem. The gas is going to ignite. And these mortgage rates, when you look at this, 680 to 699, that's the average credit score in America. By the way, if you have bad credit, we'd love to help you at GreatCreditFast.com. You can give us a call at 561-430-5900. So the average credit score is a 698, right? So at that rate, it's 7.645%, right? And so the average home price in America is $429,000. So if you're looking $85,000 down, right, 20%, so you're sitting on 85 grand, and you have the average credit score in America, you're looking at $2,803 a month. $2,803 a month. You have rising insurance costs because, of course, everything's continuing to rise, as well as home insurance policies. Because if it costs more for them to replace problems, fire damage, anything on the property, they're going to need to factor this into the policy, and they're going to continue rising. And if you look at everything that's happening all around the country, there's one disaster after the next almost daily now. So all of this is going to continue to have a big impact on property insurance. We're already seeing it. But Biden admin cuts some mortgage fees amid housing affordability crisis. And he goes on, he takes the stance of, you need to make properties more affordable for people of color, and we need to do the right thing and all this, right? That's what he's saying. But at the same exact time, this would be the worst time to help people get into a first-time purchase, in my opinion, unless it's an incredible deal and there's a specific situation. That's one thing. But if you're going to put somebody in a property at the height of the market with record high interest rates and an economy that is on a downtrend, you're putting these these people, everyone, in a bad situation, because people get excited, like, hey, reduce cost, that's great. But when they get into a deal and then they get in there and then they have to maintain the property, they have to repair the property, they have to pay for increased utility bills and insurance costs, and then they start getting hit from left, right, and center, you're putting people in a bad situation. Even look at Credit Suisse, for example. Credit Suisse, they cut property fund payouts, this came out today, as investors exit, $3.5 billion real estate pool, and some clients are seeking to pull their cash out after valuations hit by rising interest rates. And we're seeing all these big companies do it. KKR, Blackstone, BlackRock, Starwood, a lot of these companies are halting withdrawals now. This wouldn't be the time for someone to run out there and to invest based solely on getting a low, reduced fees on property insurance, the PMI. So if you have a reduced down payment, your mortgage insurance, that's what they're basically trying to help with. But now their mortgage rates rise for the third week in a row. And Wells Fargo, they're cutting 140 jobs. This is February 2nd. And yesterday, 2 days ago, Wells Fargo lays off mortgage bankers days after rewarding some with a California retreat. And they say right down here that while the latest round of cuts wasn't based on employees' performance, Wells Fargo has also been cutting mortgage workers who don't meet minimum standards of production. In areas of expensive housing, that could be a minimum of at least 10 mil worth of loans over the past 12 months, said one of the sources. Last month, the bank said that the mortgage volume continues to shrink to the fourth quarter, falling 70%. 70%. And this is a market where they're going to try to get first-time buyers in here. So 14.6 billion. Wells Fargo said at almost 11,000 fewer employees by the end of 2022 than in 2021. The January mortgage announcement, first reported by CNBC, led recruiters to swarm top performers in the hopes of poaching them, according to the People. Swarf addressed employees' January 25th town hall meeting, in which he reiterated his rationale for the mortgage retrenchment. So as we start to look, it's all here. 11 hours ago, U.S. makes no apologies for prioritizing American jobs, right? Wind and solar energy projects risk overwhelming Americans' antiquated electrical grids. And this is happening in Australia, Europe. So this is all going to happen. There's no doubt about it. So when they talk about, they're bringing inflation down, I guarantee you interest rates are likely going to be rising in the short term. But interest rate or the actual cost of living and inflation coming down, no. My prediction is that what we're going to start to see is interest rates rise, and they're going to see the cost of living rise as well. And so everything is going to continue to rise. And so right now, if you look at just the fundamentals, the average American household now is spending $11,500 more per year just due to increased costs over the last 3 years. So you start to add all this in, and then now you're saying, okay, well, yeah, sure, you're paying $11,500 in extra cost, but now you're going to pay more because the interest rates are going to rise. And as that's happening, we're going to start to see the real estate market get absolutely punished. So if you are thinking about investing in real estate, be careful with offers like this. When have they ever done anything really the last couple of years? Not just this administration, any administration really, to do something to help the people. Whenever someone has they're offering you something for free, I think Mark Zuckerberg said this, whenever something's for free, you are the product. This is true, right? Like whenever something is for free, you have to ask yourself why. Why is it for free? Because what could be very likely is, maybe they get 50,000, 100,000 people that are like, hey, yeah, I'll love to take this. This is a great opportunity. And then the market tanks and they're like, oh, look, another injustice. We need to really level the playing field here with housing, and we need to do X, Y, and Z, right? But stepping in at the top of the market, record high interest rates, I'd be careful. Inflation is going to continue to rise, my belief. Interest rates are going to continue to rise, also my belief. Opportunity is going to rise dramatically for smart and savvy investors. I believe that 2023, 2024, 2025, we're going to see many, many, many millionaires be created, billionaires. And I think the world's first trillionaire will be created in the next 5 to 7 years. We're going to see all these things happen. So you just position yourself accordingly. Whenever you read headlines or anything seems too good to be true, probably is, always look at what's happening. This is a big movie that we're all in right now with this inflation data, all these stats and statistics. Careful believing it. What do you think? Drop below, hit the like button, subscribe here. On my second channel, it's an interactive call-in show and a podcast. If you know fixing your credit, we'd love to help you at GreatCreditFast.com, and short-form content up in the banner. Catch you guys in the next video.